Bobby Buick Rainier radiator hinges. I'll show you a video clip later, but there's portions of my hinges on the Buick that are rusted out completely. These are from that Trailblazer, those 6 that we parted out. Very common problem on these GMT 360s. I don't know how many of them. One or both of these is rotted out. It looks like they've been just soaking in seawater. It's incredible. You can see this one's kind of worn to a degree, but I went ahead and just used a wire brush on there. And just to clean that up, we're going to hit it with some Rust-Oleum, some heavy duty professional flat black. Get them cleaned off with some very diluted super clean, as usual. And so we're going to paint those, and then I want to repair and redo the rear cover for the Buick because it's silver on the chrome. So we're going to paint this flat black, swap this on there until I can get the Buick one set up. So super clean this, give it a little scuff potentially. Super clean should do fine though, and then we'll just hit it with some paint and see how it does. But this really needs to get done because those hinges are really flexing. And even on my brother's Envoy, the green one, he's got one that's rusted through too. So it was nice to be able to pick up those hinges from the part out. So, all right, let's get close to painting. All right, time for the skunk works overnight painting. Neighbors over there, we're gonna try to rattle these cans lightly. Terrible conditions. The humidity's probably a huge amount. See what it is. Go ahead and hit the plastic with some primer. Yeah, humidity's 83%. This is going to turn out terrible. But we're going to give it a go anyways. Can I have time for it? I'm going to rattle them inside the garage, then come back. Alright, we're good enough to go. Here we go. Just want to get the rusty stuff from those. Don't want to get my 1320 shirt. I just want to do a light dusting, just to give that black something to stick to. Clean up the chrome here a little bit, nothing crazy. Just a light dusting. Take a few trees. We're using a beautiful gray here, just a light dusting. Nothing crazy, just a beautiful light dusting. Alright. Alright, so that should give us, there we go, around the edge there, that should give us something for the black to grip to. So let me shake up the black can. We're going to rush this paint and see how it turns out tomorrow. Alright, we got the black paint ready as far as I can tell. Yeah, these headlamps are so nice. Alright, here we go. Black on, black on, black on. The wind's definitely blown all this right back in my face. Like I'm holding a pizza. Got a little bubble up here. Overall, though, not too bad. This would be a wear point here. the original on the Buick feels like it's getting weak already anyway, so. Alright. Get the underside here. Running the primer was definitely a good idea. Get this edge here. Woo! Almost dropped it. It's pretty good to me so far. I don't do too much painting in this much humidity, but it's pretty nice for a Rust-Oleum. We'll see if it bubbles up any. Not too bad. Alright, let's get the hinges. Go. I'm not going to worry about the areas that aren't primed too much. Want to get that area painted for sure, since we know that's an issue. Okay, hit that rusty spot extra. This area. So this would be nice having that set up. It's amazing how much these cans of paint are now. I think this is like 10 bucks. So put that ear there. Alright. Yep. That looks like it went on a little heavy there, actually. I probably should have shaken it some more. Alright, well, that's painting for tonight. Not the way you're supposed to do it, but we'll see how it turns out. How do you like my headlight? Anyways, it's Skunk Works time. So we've been working on Bobby the Buick. Here's what we did. So, and I wanted to do a little bit better video, but I kind of got into it, and surprisingly was able to swap them out by myself. This hinge, yeah, not too good. Honestly, what I'm thinking about doing is cutting it in half and making one good hinge and just welding it together. That's what I'm kind of thinking about doing. And then my brother can have one. But anyway, so you got the insides, for whatever reason, this is how it would be set up on the car. This just rusted out completely. I don't know where the piece is, but yeah, it was really, really bad. So what I did is, let me show you here. See if I can explain it the best I can. There's a couple of different ways you can try to tackle this. My piece right here was already destroyed, so that's kind of the best way to be able to get in there, is those two bolts have to come off. There's those two over there. So I need to get this piece right here. We'll get that eventually. Run some more tape on there, but yeah, it's pretty messed up. Okay, stick that back in there. Put some more tape on here or something, but yeah, that's pretty screwed up. It doesn't need to get into any more rain or I'll be in trouble. Anyways, some flex tape. So that piece needs to be replaced. what I did was my window was locked. I couldn't get that open, so opens very nicely now though. I got these painted yesterday. What I should have done was painted that end of it. Anyways, so what I started on was I got a 13 millimeter ratcheting wrench, Duratech. Check them out. We did a review on those recently. As you can see, that's where I need to take some paint and hit that. But I got underneath, painted and so forth. So I got this side. I tapped out this rod first. You got these little E-clips that you'll need to get. Take that off. This is actually in the opposite way. Probably in your vehicle, if you're working on this end's going to be over here. But putting it back in, I just tapped it in here, put the E-clip in, boom, good to go. Hit it with some PB Blaster. If you can think really hard, you can smell the PB Blaster right now. So tap that side out, got that loose. I was going to try to do just one hinge at a time. That didn't work. So then I had like kind of left the struts in place, and that kind of helped save me. But then I went ahead and grabbed these other side and pulled those out. So once you get these off, there's this piece right here that attaches to this window. Lift up, slide your new hinge in, put the rod through there. There's a pin here which will keep the assembly from coming apart, and then there's this clip right here. I hit all that with PB Blaster, keep the rust from coming back. We'll replace this piece as well, and that should hopefully resolve these pieces from rusting out. Thankfully, neither piece has started rusting at all, which is awesome, because you should have seen, if you looked at that video, you would have seen the rest of that car was really crusty. So it's pretty amazing those did not crust up. But yeah, shuts nice now. I'm really impressed, and I wasn't really gonna try to do all that tonight, but I just got going, and here we are. So we're 9:20, and that's all taken care of. So I don't know, I wanted a better video for you guys, but you'll have to try it for yourself and see what you can come up with. So I'm going to try to duct tape this back together for our summer Florida rains, and we'll see you next time with replacing that part and swapping out this piece. Watching blind you. Thanks for watching Skunk Works at Night with Todd. Eventually we're going to get this thing running correctly. I don't know when though. There's some sunshine, and I wanted to show you the hinges. Went ahead and sprayed these rest away. Look at that shiny Rust-Oleum black. Look at that, no rust, no crust. I went ahead and ordered the new panel from Top, from eBay, but I thought, you know what, I got the third brake light. Let me just put a little screw in here, and this is from the Trailblazer, and it works just fine. So I tried taping the top back from after working on it, and that didn't work out too well. A lot of it just kind of blew away from the drive. So all this desperately needs to be replaced. That original job worked pretty well, but now it's time for the other part. It was $85 and change, so not too bad. So I'm glad I got a third taillight that works to put in there, so that'll be a good fix.